Hello everyone, FedEx Gaming here, and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. In this video, I'll be showing you how to build my 4x4 flush piston door. So let's go ahead and look at the opening sequence. So here is the door opening up, and that is one great thing about this door. As you can see, it opened up quite fast, guys. I don't know if it's the fastest opening 4x4 flush piston door, but that was extremely fast. And then when we flip up the lever, the door closes. So let's go ahead and look at it one more time. The door opening up. And then last but not least, the door closed. Actually, before we close the door, as you can see, there is no slime blocks on the floor, so it's an easy walkthrough. All slime blocks are located at the top of the door, so flip up the lever and the door closes. So let's go ahead and look at the redstone. So here's all the redstone behind this door, and as you can see, this thing is really tiny, guys. For a 4x4 flush piston door, I think I did a pretty good job on making this thing really tiny. So let's go ahead and look at it opening up. So once I flip down this lever, these pistons will pull back these blocks, and then the top pistons up here will pull up the top blocks, and then when I flip it up, it will go ahead and close the entire door. Very fast opening and closing sequence. So boom, the door opens up, and then kaboom, the door closes. So let's go ahead and start building this thing. All right, guys, so normally I like to dig down with my builds, but this is a pretty big build, so I want to make sure you guys can see every part of the redstone while I'm building it. So for this build, we are going to need a 6x5 spacing, and we're also going to have to dig down 4. Now, the resources you're going to need for this build are 28 sticky pistons, 2 regular pistons, 2 hoppers, 1 redstone comparator, 18 redstone repeaters, 15 redstone torches, 40 redstone dust, 1 lever, 1 button. We are also going to need 4 slime blocks, 3 immovable objects. I'm going to be using obsidian, but I highly recommend using furnaces. We are also going to need 2 slabs, and that should be everything. And of course, at the end of the video, I'll show how to hook up a button to it so you don't have to use a lever. So once you have gotten your 6x5 spacing and you have dug down your 4 and gathered up all of your resources, we're going to start up on this build. And also, I forgot to mention, right here, this checkered line is going to be where the door is. This is where the door is going to close and open up. So right here is going to be where your wall is. So now we're going to go ahead and start up on this thing. So it'll come to the bottom left-hand corner, and we're going to count up 1 block, 1, and then place a block right here with a lever coming off the side of it. This is going to be your input block. Any power going into this block will activate the entire door. And of course, towards the end of the build, I'll show how to hook up a button to this thing. So once you have gotten your input block into place with your lever, go ahead and place a redstone torch on top of it, and then a redstone torch to the side of it as well. Then flip down your lever. Both torches should go off. Keep this thing off the entire time. Next up, we're going to place a block on top of both of these redstone torches that are off. Then on the top block, we're going to place a repeater coming out of this block going this way on 3 ticks delay. So place a repeater going this way and then set it to 3 ticks delay. Then we're going to place a block up right next to this redstone torch. And then coming out of this block down here, we're going to place another repeater going this way on 1 tick delay. Then we're going to go ahead and place a block up in front of both repeaters. So 1 right here and 1 right here, just like that. And then we're going to take out our redstone dust. And then we're going to count out 6 pieces of redstone dust going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then do the same thing up here, but first place down blocks going right along the line of your redstone dust down here. And then place 6 in up here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Next up, we're going to swing back over here, and then off of this block that our 3 tick is going into, we're going to place a sticky piston facing downwards with a block in front of it. Then right over here on this block, we're going to place another repeater going this way on 1 tick delay. And then behind that repeater, place a block up like this with a piece of redstone coming out from this torch right here. Next, we're going to place a block right here on top of our 1 tick delay repeater, and then put our comparator going into the side of our piston. Then we're going to come behind our comparator, and we're going to place a block right here with a hopper going into the block. Break this block, then go into sneak mode. This is crouch mode. Go into sneak mode, and then go ahead and place a hopper off the side of that hopper. So now there's a hopper going into this hopper, and this hopper is going into this hopper. Next up, we're going to swing to this side and place a redstone torch off the side of this block. This will lock this hopper. Then go inside the hopper and place 3 items. You can place whatever 3 items you want. It doesn't matter. Just place in at least 3 items. I'm going to be using redstone dust. It has to be 3. Next up, come down over here to your input block and place a piece of redstone to the side of it. It should come on because our lever is down, and then place a repeater coming out of that redstone on 1 tick delay. Then we're going to place a block right above this redstone right here, and then place a button off the side of it. Now, don't touch this button. All this button is here to do is redirect this redstone. That's all it's doing, is redirecting this redstone. Next up, we're going to come back over here to this line of redstone and place 4 repeaters going towards the front of your door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and don't touch them all. They all should be on 1 tick delay. Then right above these 1 tick delay repeaters, place in blocks, and then coming out of this redstone, we're going to place in 4 repeaters as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then set all these repeaters to 3 ticks delay. So 3 ticks, 3 ticks, 3 ticks, and 3 ticks, just like that. Then we're going to place blocks in front of our 1 tick delay repeaters with redstone torches in front of them, and then place blocks above your redstone torches, and then place redstone torches above your blocks. They should all go off. Then in front of all of our 3 tick delay repeaters, we're going to place blocks in front of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right in front of all your 3 tick delay repeaters. And then we're going to place sticky pistons facing forwards right here. Now go ahead and take out your blocks of choice. I'm going to be using quartz blocks as my door blocks. So we're going to go ahead and place quartz blocks right in front of all those sticky pistons. Then right down here off of these blocks, we're going to place sticky pistons facing upwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They should all extend. And then we're going to place another set of sticky pistons right above those, and then place blocks of choice above those sticky pistons as well. And that should be our entire bottom circuit. So when I flip up this lever, the door should close. So there is the door closed. And then when we flip down the lever, the door should open up. And there you guys have it. I'll do it one more time. When I flip up the lever, the door closes. And then when I flip down the lever, the door will open up. Now it is time to work on the top half of our door. So what I like to do is flip up the lever and make sure the door is closed right now. And then we're going to come out 2 blocks from the side of our door. So 1, 2, and then we're going to come out 1 more going this way. 1. So there should be a total of 3 blocks right here. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and break these 2 blocks. They're no longer needed. Take out your sticky pistons and place 4 sticky pistons off this block. So 1 here, and then 1 to the right, and then 2 more on top of those, and then 2 facing forwards, and that's going to be 1 side of our Jeb door. We go ahead and break this block. It's no longer needed, and then place your blocks of choice in front of it. Next up, place 4 blocks on top of all of these pistons. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then off the back to above your sticky pistons, place in 2 pieces of redstone, and then place a repeater going into that redstone on 2 ticks delay. Take out your immovable object. I'm going to be using obsidian, and place a movable object right behind it with redstone on top of it. Now if I send any power to this right here, it should close the Jeb door. So boop, and as you can see, it closes half of the Jeb door, and then when I flip it up, it opens it up. So I'll do it again, closes the Jeb door. So now we have a part of our 4x4 door done, and then when I flip it up, it closes. So now we're going to do the other Jeb door, so make sure you follow along perfectly here. We're going to come up a block right next to our immovable object, place a piece of redstone on top of it, then we're going to come up a block above our redstone, 1 over, and place a slab here upside down. Then we're going to place redstone on top of our slab, a block next to our slab with another piece of redstone on top of it. Then we're going to come down a block, so place a block here, come down a block, and then break this block here, and place redstone on top of this block. And then we're going to do the exact same thing we did over here. So come down over here with a block, and place your immovable object in right here, break this block, and then we're going to go ahead and place in 4 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place redstone right back here with a repeater going this way on 2 ticks delay with redstone on top of both these blocks. Then we're going to come right down here, and off the back blocks, we're going to place in our sticky pistons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place 2 facing forwards with our blocks of choice in front of them. And that should be both sides of our Jeb door done. So if I throw a lever right here and activate it, boom, as you see, our Jeb door closes, and it kind of looks like a bunny. And then when we flip it up, the door opens up. So there's both of our Jeb doors. There's our bunny door, and then we flip it up, the door opens up. So now all we have to do is the middle part, and we will be completely done. So to get things started off with our middle, we're going to come right over here to where our slab is and our block, and we're going to come to the inside of our door and place 2 sticky pistons facing downwards. Next up, take out your slime blocks and place in all 4 of your slime blocks just like that. Then off of this block right here, we have to face a sticky piston right into this slime block. So what I like to do is come out 1 block down here, come over here, and then face your sticky piston inwards towards that slime block. And then you can go ahead and leave that block right there. Actually, we're going to have blocks there in the end. Then right next to your sticky piston, place another immovable object in, and then we're going to place in a repeater right here on 2 ticks delay. And then we can go ahead and place in another block of choice right under that, because that's what it's actually going to look like. Then right behind our 2 tick delay repeater, we're going to come up a block, and then we're going to come over to this sticky piston right here with 3 blocks and place a repeater going into this sticky piston right here on 4 ticks delay, and then hook those 2 together. Next up, take out your blocks of choice and come back over here to this immovable object, place a block of choice in here with a piece of redstone dust like that. Then we're going to come up a block and place another piece of redstone. So now this is all hooked together. Then we're going to come underneath this block right here and place in another block of choice. You will be able to see that block, and place a repeater coming out of this block that has the redstone on top of it on 3 ticks delay going this way. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to place another block of choice in front of it with a piece of redstone off of this block. Then we're going to come out another 2 blocks, 1, 2. And then we're going to come up a block right here and place redstone along all of these blocks. And then come down a block over here and place another piece of redstone down here. Then right underneath this block, we're going to take out our normal pistons. So go ahead and grab out your normal pistons and place a regular piston facing outwards from underneath this block right here. Then what we're going to have to do is hook up this redstone to this redstone. So go ahead and take out your slabs, place a slab here upside down with a piece of redstone on top of it. And that should be the whole entire top. So to test it out, all we have to do is place a block right here, place a lever off of this block. So let me go ahead and get out my lever. There it is. And then we're going to go ahead and flip it down just to make sure the entire door is working. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. We have to place our block of choice in front of these slime blocks. So place in 4 blocks like this in front of your slime blocks. And now we can go ahead and test it out. So hit the lever and boom, as you can see, the whole top part of the door closes. And then when I flip it up, the whole top part of the door opens up. So now we can go ahead and clean up this area right here. There we go. Now all we have to do is just hook this bottom part to the top part and we will be completely done. So to hook the bottom to the top is quite simple. We're going to come back over here to where this torch is on, and we're going to place a torch right above this block with a block above the torch like that. Then a block to the side of the torch above this 3-tick delay repeater with some redstone on top of it. Then we're going to come up a block next to our redstone right here. So place a block right here next to your redstone, and then come up another block. Place another block next to your redstone right here like this with a redstone torch on top of it. A block on top of the redstone torch. A redstone torch on top of the block. A block on top of the redstone torch. And then another redstone torch on top of this block with another block on top of it. It should be flush to where our lever block is. Go ahead and break this lever. We no longer need it. Place a block coming off this side of our redstone torch with a repeater going into this block on 1-tick delay. And there you guys have it. That is the entire door completely done. So when I flip down this lever, the door opens up. And then when I flip up the lever, the door closes. So now all we have to do is clean up the inside. So let's go ahead and flip down our lever and clean up the inside. You can do whatever you like on the inside, but I'm gonna go ahead and just use only quartz. So I'm just gonna go and place blocks in like this and completely clean up the inside so I can't see any of this redstone like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and place in more blocks right down here and right down here. And we're gonna bring this all the way down so we don't see any of this redstone whatsoever. There we go. And now, oh, I almost forgot this block right here too. And then we're gonna go ahead and place in some more blocks up here at the front hand side as well. And there you guys have it. That is the whole entire door completely cleaned up. So when I flip up the lever, now the door is completely hidden. And then right here will be our, let me go ahead and take out a different block. Right here is going to be our floor. So let me go ahead and place in my floor blocks just so you can see where the door would lie. There we go. Let's place in just a few more like that. So there is our hidden door. And then when I flip down the lever, our 4x4 flush piston door opens up. And then when I flip up the lever, the 4x4 flush piston door closes. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to hook up a button to this thing. All right, guys, so now we're going to be hooking up a button to this thing. Now I'm going to be building this with you. I've never put a button on this, but it's quite simple. All we have to do is just put a monostable circuit into a sticky piston that will let go of a redstone block. So let's say, let's make our button come out 2 blocks from here. So 1, 2, break this block right here, and then this can be where our button is. Of course, you can put whatever blocks you want back in here, but I'm just going to show you where I want to have my button. Then right under, let's come right underneath the button. Let's just come right underneath the button 2 blocks. Let's break this block right here and place in a piece of redstone like that. And then we'll place a block over with a repeater coming out of the redstone. Then in front of our repeater, let's go ahead and place in a piston facing upwards with a sand block on top of it. That should create a monostable circuit. And you know what? This might actually interfere with it. This will interfere with it. So you know what? Let's go ahead and break this redstone dust right here in this block and just place the block up here and place 2 pieces of redstone over here to the top of this off torch. Then coming out of this sand block, let's place in another block like this. And then coming out of it, we're going to place a repeater going this way on 1-tick delay. And that should make a quick pulse off our monostable circuit. So when I click this button, boom, as you see, that repeater went on and then off real fast. So boom, repeater goes on and off extremely fast. And then we can place up, a block right next to it, a block over with a piece of redstone dust here. Then we can go ahead and place in a sticky piston right next to this block that has the redstone. So let's place a sticky piston facing downwards with a redstone block in front of it. And perfect. Wow, it actually fits. And then we could go ahead and break this lever and then place a repeater going into your input block. This has to be a repeater because it has to activate this redstone over here. So let's go ahead and test it out. We'll click our button and the door will open up. Perfect. And let's click our button again and the door will close. There we have it. Now all we have to do is just hook up a button on this side. So all we have to do is send power into this sand block right here. So let's come out right about, I think I have to come out at least one more. There we go. Perfect. So we'll place a piece of redstone here, a repeater right here so it doesn't interfere with that redstone down there, and then another piece of redstone like this, and then we can place our block up like this with a button on it, and there should be the closing sequence, well, opening sequence to our door from the inside. Perfect. Click the button again, and then it will close. So now what we have to do is clean up this side as well so we can't see any of the redstone whatsoever. So there we have it. There's the entire door completely done with a button. So let's go ahead and just look at it one more time. Click the button, the door will open up. Click the button again, and the door will close. And there you guys have it. That is how you build a 4x4 flush piston door. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys, peace.